Hey there, everybody. It is Kate Dillon from Crate Insider, and it's Tuesday, so it means it's time for Top 5 Tuesday. We're going to shake things up a little bit. I've got a fun announcement. For one thing, we have just released our 602 recommendations for 2025. Now, I'll let you know that the 604 recommendations and new, we're going to have 525 recommendations too. Those are in the pipeline, but they're not ready quite yet. But right now, the 602 recommendations are ready. We'll make sure we put a link in wherever you're seeing this video so that you can go ahead and click on over and sign up to get to be able to download. But with that, one of the reasons that kind of held us back is we're waiting for these new products to come in. And these were new products that we saw at the Cars Racing Show this year. Very exciting stuff here, guys. So I'm going to try to whip through. We're going to have separate videos on all of these, but I just want to give you a little bit of a heads up. So let's start with something simple right here. And it seems simple enough. And that is our valve cover breathers. So these are by A&M Innovations. This is Alex Hendren and Mike Hendren. They're originally from Hendren Racing Engines, and they're putting together these innovative new products. They're A&M Innovations, and right now I think we're the very first ones to be able to sell these online. So I don't know that you'll find them really anywhere else right now. So you can find them, of course, on Crate Insider and just shop by brand, and you'll see all of them. We're still working on those listings, by the way. So if you see this video long after this, we'll have updated all of those. But dialing all those in and getting all of the details. But first of all, let's talk about valve cover breathers. And with one little tech tip on that is that a lot of times when you see a filter on a valve cover breather, a lot of people think, well, that's to filter air coming in to keep the dust out. Well, the reality is that valve cover breathers, the idea there is to exhaust from the crankcase. And if you have any kind of a restriction there, it's going to build up pressure inside of the crankcase. And as the race goes on, if you find yourself losing power, because that's what's going to happen, if we build up pressure in the crankcase, you're going to lose power. So the way these are designed is really, really ingenious. They've got these holes in the bottom so that this air can come up. There's no need for it to get all stuck with oil and all of that. It allows it to breathe freely, and also what's super cool, you can wash your car with these valve cover breathers on. So you don't even have to take the breathers off, don't have to tape them. So it's a little bit easier on you too. So these will work for both 602s and 604s, and a little sneak peek, there's also ones in our store for 525s. But for right now, we're gonna kind of focus on a little bit on the 602 stuff. The next thing, and this one's a game changer, you guys, and that is their velocity stack system. So this is called a velocity stack right here, and it goes inside of your air filter base. So these were designed with the flat air filter bases that we have here at Crate Insider, and what you get when you order the kit is you get this is called the stack. So you get the stack and you get this filter top as well, because in all of their testing, this is what they found to be the best performing out of everything. So this way, what this works here is you can actually assemble this all, create a unit. They've got instructions which are great instructions to how you can connect all this together and stuff. But I just want to, and this goes on a certain way, which is really great. Okay, so that's on there. I'm just showing that as an example. And I'm going to do another little demo here too. By the way, this picked up some amazing torque and horsepower, and I can't tell you the numbers. Well, first they didn't tell me, but I know they're big, and I don't really sell things that way. So it is. The other product that kind of goes with this as well is going to be their vent tube system. So I've already put in, they've got this longer stud right here. I figured everybody knows how to do that. But if you've ever run like the aquarium line, like the plastic aquarium line that goes, in between those tubes on your carburetor, the whole idea there is like when you've got fuel sloshing around, that's going to be bad. It's just going to be bad. So by having a vent there at the top and little air, it keeps that fuel from sloshing around up through those. I think those are up through those aren't the squirters, but whatever those tubes are. And instead, the guys out there at A&M have designed this right here. So this is a vent tube, and it slides right in here. I'm going to try to see. It's going right over those tubes in the carburetor, and then that can just sit right there, and this is all vented, so it's really, really nice, and it's going to keep that fuel from sloshing around. That kit also comes with, it's got these two, they're called standoffs right here. There's a shorter one and a longer one. The shorter one is to be used with a 3-inch Walker filter or a 4-inch K&N. We all know the 3-inch Walker filters have really thick urethane. I'm going to pull out a filter in just just a minute. And then the other one, this taller one, would be if you're running a 4-inch walker or a 5-inch K&N, you know, any of those kind of standard sizes. So we're going to use this shorter one here because I've got a 3-inch filter right over here. Well, what's the whole point of this is that we want to be able to screw this down without squishing our filter. So now we can put our filter top over the top here just like that, and we're going to be able to screw this down. Like I could try to push, well, I mean, you guys are stronger, but still the standoff is going to keep me from being able to push beyond a certain level. So that makes it so we don't squish our air filters, and you know, we just get this nice tight system that's giving us maximum, well, it's a velocity stack, so it's giving us maximum velocity, and that is going to give us some horsepower. So what's also cool about all this too is now when I take this all off, you can see this vent tube stack, is they've even designed a carb cap, you know, carburetor cap, because you don't want to take these off every single time. So you've got this nice little carb cap that you could put over the top here, and then this while you're washing your car. So that makes life a little bit simple too. Another thing, there's one more new product in this whole stack that we're going to talk about today, and this is going to be the 602 spacer. And this one is ingenious because what I just learned this, and I did not know this, that, you know, of course the 602 engines were originally put into, you know, passenger vehicles, especially with trucks. And with those, they were put in at a 3 degree tilt. Well, we've never really compensated for that and that's like a backward tilt. So this carb spacer is designed that it will actually level off your carburetor because of the fact that we're going to put them in regular, and it overcompensates. It keeps your carburetor level. Anyway, it's super cool. This even tells you which way is the front, so you'll know exactly what to do. And this carb spacer even has O-rings that are already built into it. You don't even need to have any of the gaskets, you know, because we all know how messy gaskets can be sometimes. So here's this is just a little overview. You're going to hear a lot more about these products moving forward. We are so excited to be able to add these to Crate Insider, and definitely if you're running a 602, or heck, even if you're running a 604, download those 602 recommendations. And like I said, we're going to work on the 604 and 525 recommendations too, but I think that you're going to find that very, very helpful for your racing program for the year. And just remember, here at Crate Insider, we're here to help you win. So thank you so much for watching. Hit that like and subscribe, and I will look forward to seeing you in another video.